Hello everybody, welcome to the Blurred channel. As we know, the Marvels trailer just dropped, and honestly, it looks pretty fantastic. I mean, I will say this, Phase 4 has been really good at making trailers. I feel like we've gotten some great trailers and then been blindsided when the movie actually came out. Like, Black Widow looked better than it actually was. Thor Love and Thunder, I was really excited when that trailer came out. I was even really excited for Quantumania. And again, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't what the trailer seemed like it was gonna be. But this movie, I feel like we can trust this trailer for the Marvels, if that makes any sense. It looks awesome, it looks hilarious, and if you've watched Ms. Marvel, I thought that whole show was adorable is the only way to describe it. I think Imani Vellani is the perfect cast for Ms. Marvel, and she really brings her to life. And I think the decision to pair her and Carol Danvers for a whole movie is genius on Marvel's part. Because I don't think Captain Marvel, the first one, was a bad movie per se. It's just whenever we get those great superhero movies, the movies that we like, we always love seeing the heroes struggle, doubt themselves, and then come out on top and prove themselves to be strong and worthy. And there's usually a little bit of humility in there too. Like sometimes they have to be knocked down a peg in order to come back up and be stronger and understand, like great power, great responsibility, all of this stuff. I feel like Brie Larson's portrayal of Carol Danvers in Captain Marvel and in Endgame, she was trying so hard to be confident that it only came off as arrogant. And so we had this hero who didn't really struggle. I mean, all the fights in the movie seemed completely easy. There was a scene where she was struggling to move the warhead, but then she just blew them all up. It was just, like I said, to me, you can do that for a superhero if you want a fresh take on them, but it's not gonna endear them to the audience. And I feel like Kamala Khan is the perfect way to fix that for Carol Danvers. Because clearly something happened between Carol and Monica and their relationship is fractured. And maybe Carol will see Kamala as a way where she can succeed with Kamala where she failed with Monica. And hopefully she repairs that relationship with Monica as well. The villain in this movie looks pretty cool. I think she's probably going to be a descendant of Ronan and one of the accusers. It feels like, and I hope that they make this villain insanely powerful, and I really want us to fear for Carol's life. Now there are some theories going out there that since Carol doesn't seem as powerful in this trailer, maybe the entanglement is kind of holding her powers back a little bit, which I think would be a vast improvement. And like I said, we could really get some character growth in there. And then of course, like I said, Kamala Khan is going to bring so much life to this movie. It's going to be amazing. And Monica Rambeau, I love how serious she's going to be in this movie, and I feel like Carol's going to be split between the two of them. I think it's going to end up being a pretty fun dynamic to watch. I'm still not exactly sure where the power entanglement comes in. Looking through the trailer, it appears to be a point where you can see that the main villain has the other bangle. So I think we know where she gets her powers. And like I said, we didn't see them as strong, but I want them to make her seem like she found the other bangle and now she's stronger than all three of them combined. We need to have that fear, that angst that oh my god, they might not get through this. But I'm still trying to wonder, how are their powers all entangled? Because we know that Kamala got her powers from the bangle, as well as having her ancestors come from the Noor dimension, which means light. And based upon the fact that she was switching spots with Captain Marvel, the theory that this bangle is a negaband from the comics is pretty much all but confirmed. And the fact that that bangle is probably a negaband is leading me to kind of believe I think the Noor dimension is going to be the MCU's version of the negative zone. But Carol's powers come from the Tesseract. And the Tesseract makes sense with the swapping places because the Tesseract literally opens gateways into space. However, the connection between the two still haven't quite put that together. And then Monica Rambeau, she got her powers from Wanda's cosmic hex, and Wanda's powers kind of come from the Mind Stone, but then in Multiverse of Madness, I feel like they completely went more the direction of the Mind Stone just awakened something in her. So it's hard to know how those three powers will connect and are switching out of place. So I'll probably do a deep dive on it and think about it and post a video about it a little bit later. But right now I'm just trying to react to the trailer and give my thoughts on it. I thought it was interesting how this trailer showed so much of Nick Fury when we are all kind of thinking Secret Invasion is going to be the end of Nick Fury. I don't know if you were thinking that, but based upon One Last Ride, this is the last thing I gotta do. So some people are thinking that this Nick Fury is really Talos. And I'm like, it also seemed like Talos was going to die in Secret Invasion. So So I don't really know. That's going to be very interesting. I don't think it would make sense to have Secret Invasion be his send-off for Nick Fury and then just have Talos pretend to be Nick Fury in the Marvels, because really the send-off would be to Samuel L. Jackson. He's been with the franchise since the very beginning. I think he's one of the few actors that are still regularly appearing and stuff since Iron Man. So Secret Invasion kind of felt like his send-off, so the Marvels having him in it so prominently, I mean, Samuel L. Jackson says he wants to keep playing him as long as possible, which I absolutely love, so I'm down, let's keep it going. Overall though, I think the Marvels is going to be a huge improvement over Captain Marvel. It looks good, it looks funny, I'm very excited. And I think anybody else who sees it should be too. They got Beastie Boys Intergalactic. I mean, like, what could go wrong? Thank you guys for listening. This is the Blur channel. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content coming out. We talk about everything Marvel, Star Wars, Pokemon, Smash Brothers, blurry content for anybody listening. You can find us on all social platforms, and we'll catch you next time.